according to our plan, we have done introduction to SAP R3, SAP products. Yeah. So now I'm gonna give you a SAP methodology. Yeah, which I believe is very important for you if you want to be a consultant. Yesterday I gave you a little bit idea what is a SAP methodology. Some people call this ascendant SAP, or some people call this accelerated SAP. Yeah, it's a roadmap. Yeah, it's a roadmap of 5 steps. The first step is project preparation. The second is business blueprint. The third is realization. The fourth is final preparation, and the fifth is go live and support. If you understand this methodology, you will become the consultant 70%. 30% your skills matter on the system, how much skillful you are on the system. And everywhere you go to do implementation, you have to follow this methodology if the company is very formal. Yeah. If the company is not formal, they will tell you, okay, do whatever you want to do. But 99% chances are the companies will be very formal and they will be using this methodology to implement SAP. This methodology is not only used to implement SAP but other ERP softwares as well. The first is project preparation. Okay. As you can see here, phases to implement SAP. Yeah? The project preparation. In the project preparations, the consultants are not hired. Yeah, I'm giving you the example of a project which is contractual based. Yeah. For let's say the project is for a year. Yeah, for a year. Yeah. It's like a deployment. Otherwise, a deployment is for 6 months. Yeah. In my company, even it's big. Yeah, but they have divided the countries into deployments, and one deployment takes 6 months. Yeah. So let's say 6 months project. Yeah. The first is project preparation. The consultants are not hired. In this phase, the management, the permanent people of the company will sit together in the round table, yeah, and make the initial project planning. The the people from SAP company who are the salesperson, who are successful in selling the SAP product to the organization, because there are sales team of SAP which sell SAP system. So they give the POC, POC. Yeah, POC means proof of concept, how SAP works. Yeah, they have made the you can say a kind of assignment. That assignment is called POC, proof of concept, how SAP works. And the company will look at that and will try to determine how SAP can be beneficial for its future. Yeah. So this will be initial project planning. All the stakeholders of the organization will still sit there. Investors will be of the company, investors, directors, all of them sit together. Yeah. Project procedures, project team members and their training. They will assign the project team member, even they don't know SAP. But the key to the permanent people is that they know business processes. They don't know SAP, but they are the lead on the SAP consultants, demonstrating them what are the business processes. Yeah. Business analyst will make the budget of implementing SAP. Yeah. That how much the company can spend on a 6-month project, on a 6-month deployment. Yeah. Project kickoff. We use the word kickoff like a football. Yeah, it's like a project kickoff meeting. It's like a formal word. Yeah. Technical requirements. They will determine what are the technical requirements they need. Technical requirement means computers, laptops, yeah, SAP server, all the networking of SAP server. The SAP should work in every computer. Yeah, it's not like I will install SAP GUI on your laptop and then give you the access number and you will be accessing it. Yeah, it's the same, but it's more than that. Yeah, because it's like one server It's like which should access SAP from all the office computers. So it's a big job actually. So after the project preparation, uh, the project managers are hired. Project manager, I will show you in next screen this table. Yeah, the project SAP team. Yeah, project manager is hired, and project manager can be a permanent person as well. Yeah, I'm not saying that it should be 100% external person. It can be an external person who knows SAP. Yeah, but it is possible the company doesn't want to spend money, doesn't have budget to hire project manager. Yeah, so they will make the project manager to the person who knows business processes but don't have SAP experience at all. Yeah. Project manager will hire SAP team leaders. Okay. Like my team leader, under my team leader, 9 people are working. Yeah, and similarly, team leaders on all the teams. For example, FI team will have a different team leader. Yes, CO will have different, ST will have different, MM will have different team leader. So different team leaders for different teams. Okay. Now, under the team leaders, there are two types of consultants: technical consultants and functional consultants. Technical consultant can be an ABAPer, can be a basis person. Basis means who does the networking and transportation of customization, which I told you yesterday, from one client to another client. Yeah, from the development client to the testing client, and from the testing to the production client. Yeah, so that who does that job? Basis consultant. Yeah, it's a job of basis consultant who does all the networking and who is responsible to transport from one you know one customization to another client. Yeah. And SAP NetWeaver is also the job of basis consultant. So basis consultant is also a very busy person during the project. Okay. Okay. Now, functional consultants: FICO, STMM, PS, PPQM, integration, and here there is business team. Business team is the one which are end users, account assistant, yeah, as he is, and as you are. Okay, you are end users. Yeah. So your organization is going to implement SAP. Now you will see new people have showed them up. Yeah. Yeah. And they have got their computers, but they are consultants. Yeah. Now they will communicate with you. They will communicate with you, asking what are the business processes. Yeah. Like how your organizations work, what they do, and how your current software works. Yeah. And they will try to uh, design it according to SAP. Yeah, they will try to architect it. They will try to find the solution that if something can be done in your current system and SAP is not possible to do this, so how it can be made possible to do it into SAP. So there will be a communication. Yeah, and that communication can be through platform. Yeah, it can be crew means change request waiver. It's like a external, like it's like a chatting. Yeah. Like you chat it. Yeah, so different team members chat with each other discussing the solution on one thing. Okay, like they will chat. Okay, the global template is this, but the regional requirement is this. And if the regional requirement is this, if the local requirement is this. So 3 levels: global, regional, local. So I will come in further depth into global, regional, and local. So business team, if they have requirement, they will talk to functional consultants. Yeah, and functional consultants will talk to technical consultant if they need enhancement. Now I will go back to the again to the SAP methodology. Consultants are hired. Yeah, now you know the team, how the team is made. Yeah. Now the second phase comes, which is business blueprint. In the business blueprint, the end users business team, yeah, the business team will the functional consultants will collect the information from the business team about the business processes. We have three types of objectives. One is if the SAP, as I mentioned, provides you the standard template. If the standard template provides the same functionality as the requirement of the business users, yeah, so then we will call it fit. Okay. If, for example, there we need little bit here, there is no enhancement. Yeah, technical consultants are not working. This is the job of functional consultant. Yeah, before we say that this is fit, yeah, we also have to write the blueprint document. Yeah, now blueprint document can be many types, like many documents make the blueprint document. Yeah, the first document is called PDD. PDD means process definition document. Second is FS. FS is the job of functional consultant, and this is called functional specification. You have to write this document to note down the business requirement. What are the functional specification, and accordingly, the technical consultant will write the technical specification document, which is called TS. Technical specification document. These are the blueprints. Yeah, these are all the kinds of blueprints. Now, if the business requirement can be done through the standard template, that can be fit. Okay, if there the consultants, functional consultant, need to do some processes to make the standard template fit, so that will be called fit with process. Fit with process. Okay. If the standard template does not fulfill the requirement, then it will be a gap. Okay, and which is called fit gap. Yeah, this will be gap. Now I will come back to gap again. If it is a gap, then you have to write the functional specification and technical specification. For fit processes, you have to write COE and CSD. Okay. COE can be a global level. It's called configuration object element. Configuration means configuration with the standard template. And CSD is configuration specification document. It can be at local level, local or regional level. Okay, so these documents, PDD, COE, CSD, FS and TS, are the blueprints document which you have to create, and so this is important for you. So now fit with process and gap. Now fit, if it is fit and fit with process, that is fine. Yeah, you don't have to do anything, just write COE and CSD and then configure the system accordingly. But if it is gap, so we have to look at a statement which is called RICEF. If it is a gap, yeah, in the process, which is not possible to be fulfilled by the standard template of SAP, then we have to look at gap. And is is the business requirement. Yeah, the gap can be can be found in this term which is called RICEF. WRICEF. W represents workflow. The company wants to create a workflow. Workflow is required to approve or reject the document. For example, you have created the purchase order. The purchase order is an external document. Yeah. So the higher managers always have got the access to approve or reject the document. He will look at the document and see if it is required, then he will approve it, otherwise he will reject it. The end user or account assistant will just create the document. The approval or rejection is in the hands of the managers. So workflow is the one which does this job, and this comes into the gap. The second one is reports. You can ask me the question. Reports can be standard as well. SAP provide a standard reports as well, but this is not always the case. But because the companies always always gives you that template according to the business requirement, and this is another gap. Okay, so you have to look at the gap for reports. You have to create the reports. You have to and reports require enhancement as well, and you have to create those reports with the help of a BAPR, with the help of technical consultants. The third is interfaces. Interfaces is the company wants to send data electronically. Nowadays, you see it is very advanced. Nowadays, nobody sends the invoices by post or by email. Yeah, this is sent through electronic medium. As soon as you as soon as you make the payment, automatically electronically this information is transferred to the vendor. Or if uh, yeah, the same thing with the customers as well. So EDI is the interface which is called electronic data interchange, and the IDOCS is means intermediate document. So intermediate document is the one which is transferred to vendor and customer with the information. It doesn't it is not necessary that vendor and customers use SAP system as well. This is possible through a non-SAP system as well. If you are using non-SAP system, I'm using SAP, I can still send the information electronically. And similarly, the same concept is for bank reconciliation. Okay, when the companies need to download bank statements, they can do electronically. And all the to create these interfaces, we need people coming from banks or customer or vendor side when the company implements SAP, because they will help us, the customer side. On the customer side, the consultant from that company will come into our company and then help us to make that integration electronically. So this is another gap.
So what about NetWeaver? They can't do it.
No, it will be through NetWeaver. It can be through NetWeaver, or it is not. There are other modules as well. Yeah. So, but still we need, because we need information. Yeah, we need to make a connection electronically, and we need, they have to do little bit changes in their software as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like that. But normally these interfaces are created within the company as well. Like I am working, for example, in BP England, you are working in BP France. Yeah, so one company but different location. If I have to send you some information, yeah, your company is buying petrol from my company, because the companies always trade with also trade with each other as well. Yeah, if I have to uh, you know sell you something, sell your company, so I will send that information electronically. One company, so in both companies, the EDI should be set up. The second is conversion. Conversion means data conversion, which is called data migration. Yeah, LSMW. We can migrate the data. Uh, we can migrate the data through LSMW. LSMW is an interface which I told you yesterday, legacy system migration workbench. Yeah. So as a consultant, you need to understand this legacy system, how this legacy system works, which is our last topic. Yeah. But I told you I will give you the video. Next is enhancement. Enhancement is not your job. It is always the job of technical consultants. Yeah? But later on in your career, SAP career, if you learn enhancement yourself, so your market value can be more. Okay. If you tell the organization you know enhancement as well, so you will increase your chances to be hired. Yeah, more than the person who doesn't know enhancement. Yeah, so enhancement, we use user exits. Enhancement means to enhance something with the help of programming language, which is the job of a BAP consultant, not your job. But you need little bit in programming in knowledge as well. And I believe the person who becomes the programmer who has done bachelor's or master's in computer sciences. Yeah. So you cannot be a technical consultant because if your background is not related to computer sciences. Yeah. If you haven't read about what is Java, Pascal. Yeah. So you can't be. Okay. The next is forms. Yeah. You can create your own forms. Uh, for example, form means invoices. Yeah. You have to send invoices to the vendor or customer. So what happens exactly? For example, you have to send invoice, purchase or order or invoices to the vendor. Yeah. Now SAP provides standard forms, but the company doesn't like it. The company wants their own template. Yeah. The vendor name should be on the left hand side. Yeah. And underneath there should be an item. Yeah. And like small requirements. Yeah. Small requirements. So you have to, it's a gap. Yeah. So you have to again enhance the SAP software
So who
to
can
fulfill the gap.
make this form?
Form.
Financial consultant or technical?
Technical consultant. Technical consultant, because it's always the programming is involved. Okay, so this is the fit with process and the gap. Yeah. And now if you see this document, I will say to you that basically when you write these documents, yeah, so you can say 50% job of a consultant is to write these documents and 50% job is to do the configuration. Okay. So documents, to write the documents is like to make a university assignment. Yeah. But what you will be written under these documents, the business requirements. Okay. So that's what you have to write. After the business blueprint document, okay, business blueprint document. Now, what will be included in these documents? Yeah? You have to follow another methodology, which is called as is and to be methodology. Yeah, I have given you the example of gap analysis, business processes. Yeah, so now I will telling you as is and to be methodology. Have you heard these terms before? As is and to be methodology. As is methodology is, I am a consultant, I'm asking, you are an end user, I'm asking the business requirement from you. Yeah. You are telling me the how your current business work. Yeah. Now, as is methodology is about how the current business work, and to be methodology, what are the business requirements and what will be the business process according to SAP. Okay, so two section you have to create, as is and to be methodology. Okay, and this as is and to be methodology will be written into FS, into functional specification. This is your job to write the functional specification. Technical specification is not your job, is the ABAP consultant job, is the technical consultant job to write technical specification. So everything which you do on the system, there should be an evidence in the document. Yeah, even the small change you have to do in the system, first you have to go and then write it into the document, then change it. Okay, so otherwise this is wrong. Okay, so you will be against the standards and guidelines of the implementation project. So these are the standards and guidelines to write these documents and then make changes. But some companies are not very formal, they don't follow these are followed by big organizations who are very formal, and who have much, who have got big budgets to implement SAP. So this is as is and to be methodology. Now after blueprint is ready and it should be signed off by the internal team. Internal team means managers, yeah, permanent team. Then the third phase comes, which is realization. In this phase, you have to configure the system according to the blueprint documentation. Okay. So now you have written functional specification, technical specification. There should be a matching between TS and FS. TS should look the same as FS, yeah, only with the addition of technical details or technical objects. Yeah. And according to the technical specification, you have to configure the system accordingly. Or the second category is if FS and TS require when there is a gap. If there is no gap, then you need COE and CST. Yeah, COE is written at global level. Global level means for all the companies. Yeah, and CST is written at regional or local level. Regional or local level means that Europe is a region and all the companies located in Europe, let's say, have got the same requirement. Yeah, so that will be a regional requirement, yeah, not a global requirement. Or if it is an American company, now in America laws are different, yeah, and the same company is located in Europe where the laws are different. So global requirement is different, regional requirement is different. If the regional requirement is different, then you have to write CST. Otherwise, you don't need to write CST. COE is fine. In the realization phase, you have to configure everything, and the next is okay. In further, one more thing in blueprint, in as is to be methodology, as you can see this picture, that this is, you can compare it, this is as is and this is to be. As is means like enterprise corporate group, yeah, which is recognized into SAP with the client, and company or subsidiary is recognized in SAP as company code. Factory, plant, purchase department, purchase organization, buyer, purchase group, storage location or warehouse, storage location. So this is the example of as is and to be methodology. So you know SAP in before you gather the requirements from the business users. Final preparation. Okay, before I do final preparation, I will go back to the realization In the realization, you have to configure the system and then transport it to the testing client, where you have to test the customization. Now there are several phases of testing. Okay, there can be UT. UT is unit testing. This phase is after the transportation, yeah, from development client to testing client. Then the second one is ITC, integration testing. The third one is development testing. The next one is UAT, user acceptance testing. Then regression testing, RT. And then retrofit testing. So you have to go through all these phases before you transport finally into the production client. Unit testing is, for example, FI module you have configured, yeah. So you will only do unit testing, yeah, only FI, yeah. But if there is something which is related to and the process goes into FI, yeah, so this is integration testing, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because two modules are communicated with each other, so this is integration testing. The third is development testing. Development testing is, for example, transportation. Yeah, transport from one setting to another. So you have to check whether all these transportation of customization are properly done or not. Yeah, from one client to another. The fourth one is user acceptance testing. You have to perform the processes in front of the users. The users are sitting and you have to process them how to post how the invoice will be posted into a system. If they are happy and they can think that the way SAP is working fulfills the requirement of the business process, then the user acceptance testing is fine. Yeah, if they are not satisfied, so it will be failed. Yeah. If the user acceptance testing is passed, so we call the document UTP. Okay, and this is called user testing plan. This is another type of blueprint, you can say. Sorry, you not user. Okay, so it's actually unit test plan. And it will be in the first one, yeah. Unit test plan. User acceptance testing, I will explain you where you use it. Regression testing, I explained you that if the new deployment one deployment has finished, the new deployment has started. Yeah, the deployment which is finished is for Europe, and the new deployment is started for American region like South America, Brazil, Argentine, and all those countries. Yeah, if the new deployment affects the EU deployment, yeah, because the server is the same, the client is the same. If the implementation in South America affects the processes of the EU, yeah, so you have to check regression testing, regression and retrofit testing. Yeah, retrofit means it is fit, yeah, it does fit or not. So regression is the same. Basically both testing go in the same line. Yeah, both they have to be run at the same time, regression and retrofit, and they can have more cycles, like regression cycle 1, regression cycle 2, regression cycle 3. Similarly, retrofit cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3, and there can be many defects as well which they have to resolve.
So we can say these two are regional testing.
It can be regional testing, exactly, because global level, you are not implementing. Global level is already
Implement.
implemented SAP. Yeah.
Yeah.
So regional is like region by region you are doing this. Yeah? But this will cover global as well, because global will be affected as well by the changes, yeah, by the enhancement. You see, you have written down many enhancements, you are changing many programming language because of the regional requirement or the local requirement. Yeah. So it does impact on the system that some of the function may stop working. So that's why these testings are necessary. uh, Now for the testing, probably it's not for you, it's about the soft. If you are involved in testing, yeah, probably you will come across HPQC. HPQC is the software which is used for testing, yeah, or QT. QT is another software which is used for automated testing. HPQC is for manual testing and QT is for automated testing. QT means quality testing. And HPQC means, HP is the company name, yeah, like my laptop, HP, and QC is quality center, yeah. So these are two software. So right now the training which is going on upstairs, yeah, no, sorry, this floor, yeah. So this is about software testing, yeah. So I hope that the trainer will be telling all this testing.
So is this our job or no?
It's not your job, but if the company is small, yeah, and they have hired two people to implement it, then it can be your job. But it's good for you because it will be your learning as well. The and you can grab the idea once you are in the live business process. Yeah, you are a quick learner. Yeah, you can, because you know that it's your job. Yeah, you will start. Maybe your company will send you for 2 weeks or 3 weeks workshop, and they will tell you how to do business, testing. So you can easily pick up the idea. Yeah, but again, you don't have to focus on this. But I mean that in the interview session, this can be good. To that, if you know these things, you can easily, crack the interview.
Okay, in regard to those software, the testing software you're talking about, because when I was doing most of my testing, I was doing that on the quality environment. On the quality,
Yeah.
is that a different? Is still SFA?
Yeah, it's SAP.
But the software you just mentioned.
Yeah, actually, these softwares are integrated with SAP.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so the process will be for SAP system, yeah, but these softwares will run those processes automatically. Like you will just like press the button on, and the process will start working. And when there will be an error, the software will let you know that okay, this process is not working in this step. This step is having an error. It is passed or failed. So there are status system. It's passed or failed, yeah. So it's like that, yeah. You have to store the steps under the software. If you are not using these softwares, you can still do the testing through the Excel sheet. How? For example, the testing starts from that. For example, I want to test Microsoft Excel, yeah. So I will say here, I open the Microsoft Excel. That's my first step. Pass or fail. Pass. Okay. I have opened. I click on the insert. That's the second step. Pass or fail. Whether it pass or fail means I can click on insert.
And
Yeah.
show it or not.
It is showing me or not, or if it is giving me the error. You see, small things. So it's you can say it's a lot of work for a tester as well. So that's why there are many jobs for manual testers, yeah. But they don't pay much, but
I'm doing that.
yeah. So so small thing, yeah. So it's like I have pick up the mobile, yeah. First step. Second step, I press the button. It is working or not, pass or fail. So
So if it fails, then the matter goes to ABAP.
if it is failed, then the tester will talk to the functional consultant, will talk to you. Okay, this is
So what
failed.
we can do?
You have to check
You
and
have to
see.
check.
You have
Okay.
to talk to the technical consultant, a
Ah,
BAPper,
okay.
that this process is not working into
Or
SAP.
maybe we didn't integrate it.
you because it is always your problem, because tester job is to test. If something is not working, he will come back to you. Yeah, and you have to come back to the technical consultant if it is a gap.
Yeah.
You have to tell them this is not working. So it's like that. So right now my job is to be on top of everyone, because I'm an auditor. Yeah, so it's like testing is done. Yeah, tester is asking the question to the consultant, and consultant asks to the technical consultant. Yeah, I am asking the question to everyone, because I'm an auditor. Yeah, I'm asking the tester as well that okay, this is, I'm doing audit and this is not working. Yeah, this is incorrect. So testing will be worried, and we are functional and it is not worried. So it's like, and I have to write the reports, you know. And the last thing is nobody likes auditors. Yeah.
Because usually when they find a problem is when they need to determine whether it's a technical problem or it's a functional
Any
problem.
problem. When you do practice, yeah, you will come across many errors and issues. Yeah, then you can ask the question yourself. Okay, this can be the problem. Yeah. So that's what you will automatically get the answer when you do the practice.
Yeah.
Okay, so many issues you will come across. Okay, the next is, okay, in the final preparation you have to data migration through LSMW, and you have to give the training to the end users. Yeah, and the quality of the setting will be tested. Then finally the go live process, which is the fifth phase. Go live means Go live means to turn on the SAP system for the end users and to obtain feedback on the solution and to monitor the solution. Now there are many support roles as well. Yeah, you have seen SAP FICO support consultant. Yeah, so support consultant role is not to customize anything, but to support the end users if they are having issues. And there are three types of support roles: first line support, second line support, and third line support. The next paragraph is, this is phase where all configuration or customization are transported to live production operation, and business starts all its activities in the SAP R3. During this phase, all the problems or issues related to hardware, network, operating system, database, training, and application system are addressed by the project team members, and they help the end users in achieving their day-to-day task or assignments. Yeah. Finally, the project implementation ends. So this is the end of a SAP methodology.